Yo, what is going on, everybody? And welcome back to the grand finals for the pistol tournament. Got some exciting matches today. Best of five. I got a feeling we're going to be going the distance. I'm Sudden Death, and I am next to the one and only Mr. Manthus. How you doing, man?
Doing fantastic. Ready to get into some of these games, Sudden Death. I'm not going to lie, it's been a while since we've had some critical ops action here, and I'm ready. We got a pistol tournament. It's going to be very fun, some nice fast-paced action, and I'm excited for what we have coming up today. Some exciting maps as well that I've been seeing, kind of getting a bit of a sneak peek behind the scenes, but I know it's going to be a good matchup today.
Definitely. I'm very impressed with what I saw yesterday. But before we start talking about the teams, let's quickly dive into the prize pool here for the tournament. One of these teams is going to be walking away with the first place today, which will be $700 in cash, the MES emblem, 120 premium cases, and 15,000 critical ops credit. Whoever takes the L today, yes, they will lose. They won't have those bragging rights, but they're still walking away with a little something. $300 in cash and 5,000 critical ops credits. We're going to figure out. Go ahead, sorry.
I'll just say we're here with the grand finals, so obviously one of these teams is guaranteed walking away with some cash in hand. That's going to be very nice for them, guaranteeing themselves some nice rewards. Of course, obviously that first place is going to be just a little bit better, getting $700 instead of 300.
And of course, the bragging rights. The no, I beat you, you didn't. You can rub it in everybody's face, get the screenshot in Discord. You know how it rolls around here. Let's take a quick look here at the bracket and see where we came from. Starting, I think it was February 24th was the official date of the tournament. 32 teams joined, and we've narrowed it down just to 2. If you didn't see the matchups yesterday, it was King of Lag versus Inquisition, and Inquisition won in 2-0. And then it was 5 YG Destroyers versus Space Gaming. And Space Gaming also won in a 2-0. We are now here in the grand finals where they are facing off. And I'm excited to talk a little bit about these teams. I wasn't quite sure what we were going to be rocking with yesterday, but after having watched both Inquisition and Space Gaming play, they got a good team. And AXM and Actuality for their teams are incredible on the pistol. So let's dive in and take a closer look here at the teams, get our dissecting knife out, and go over it quickly here. Again, Inquisition and Space Gaming. I think it's Inquisition. Have you heard anything other than that? I think we were pronouncing that correctly.
Yeah, but Inquisition against Space Gaming, we'll take a look at the teams, kind of break this down a bit. I'm not going to lie, though. One thing I did notice from the brackets is so far, both of these teams, when competing, they've only won 2-0 in their games. They've only had flawless 2-0 victories in those best of threes, and now they're going to clash against each other, so that streak is about to break. But we can see Inquisition's roster popping up here. Actuality, Mantary, Heitu, Rebus, and NSC. Of course, the KD looking fantastic on Actuality there. I know you just brought him up, Suddy, but man, 2.07 with a kill-death ratio. I mean, that's pretty insane compared to the 1.13 for the next players on the list. I think we know who's going to be carrying today.
Yeah, and it held true in yesterday's matchups. Actuality consistently had just about a 2 KD, maybe a little over, maybe a little less. That 2.07 is very representative of how he performs in match. And then speaking of the other opponents here, Space Gaming, AXM with a 2.44 KD, so almost a 2.5. And again, when he showed up yesterday on both of his matches, held very true, just slightly below that 2.5 mark. So overall, both those players really showed up yesterday. And you can't forget Musical and Skiller as they really helped backing AXM up yesterday, playing whether with XDs or some dualies, allowing AXM to go for those one-tap headshots. He's able to lead the MR96. So just because the KDs are a little lower there doesn't mean they're not putting in their work or whatnot. You're just, going, hey, I know AXM, he's got the better shot, is what it is. We're going to use our bodies here to go ahead and absorb some of those shots and be sponges. Because one of the different things here in the pistol tournament compared to other tournaments is, yes, we are doing diffuse, and of course it's just pistols, but body shots only count for 25% of the damage. So headshots are 100%, body shots are only at 25%. So you'll see, if you watched yesterday, if you're just coming in for the first time, you'll see today that when somebody shoots you in the chest area, even with a Deagle or MR96, almost no damage is being done. Now, the other thing that's still in here are utilities. Utilities can be utilized in the match, and those frag grenades still doing the exact same damage they normally do. So it helps soften those players up as well, and you'll see those more saved for specific moments on the bomb site when they get into closer quarter situations, rather than just an opening barrage utilities right at the start of the round, just to try to soften those players up and make them just a little easier to drop once they get up close and personal.
Yeah, I think that's very interesting how you do the damage multipliers for that. I'm not going to lie, personally, if I had to pick a gun to use in this scenario, like if I needed something that could work well around it, I might go GSR, probably not the best pistol right now, but it definitely is like easy to use for those longer ranges. You can kind of spam it a bit more than those deagles and revolvers as well.
Yep.
Try and line up those headshots.
I've just always been very comfortable with my wheel gun, man. I love that MR96. I guess I'm a cowboy at heart. But yeah, the GSR also, because that was something we were looking at yesterday, is, the Deagle MR96, they're comparable. They're not exactly, 1-to-1, but there's similar damage and whatnot. The Deagle has the advantage with the faster fire rate, but then of course you have to deal with the more recoil that it does have. So that GSR, we didn't really see utilized much yesterday. I'd be curious to see if they do that today. Because again, you get that little longer range, you get the less recoil, but still that faster fire rate. And if you utilize those frag grenades right, soften those players up, it might just be the key to victory. Somebody's able to pull that out.
Should be interesting to see how that's going to go. I also want to see some dually action. I know you brought it up a bit earlier, but please rock the dualies. I know it might be harder to use them, but I don't know. I mean, the dualies can still be pretty good, especially close quarters.
Yep.
You sitting there holding sight. I could see someone rocking the dualies, especially if they got the money to back it up. It makes more sense in my opinion.
Yeah, we definitely saw a lot of dually action yesterday. And because it's only pistols, economy doesn't play as big of a role. You can easily buy weapons every single round. So that's what's really nice here as well, is basically after the first round is over, you can pretty much pick up any weapon you want and be able to roll with it. Because again, I believe that was a Team SG. They were using, it was AXM on the revolver, and then Skiller and Musical basically used the dualies most of the time. And same way over here with Inquisition as well. They rocked the similar setup. Sometimes one player switching out for like a stick with an XD or something like that. But usually we at least had one dually on each team.
I like to hear that. I want to see some action with our not so popular pistols that don't get used every single day. I feel like that's the point of the pistol tournament, right? We got to see which pistols are going to shine the most when that economy doesn't matter. Hashtag buff the dualies, please. We're praying it happens one day.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun to watch yesterday too, because once you start firing on those dualies, the accuracy just goes nuts. I mean, in a bad way. I mean, it's not super accurate or anything. So you really got to work on that tap fire and your precision with it. There were moments like people were up close and personal with the knives as well, and you just kept firing on the dualies, hoping and waiting instead of just taking that split second to reset and then fire again to try to land that headshot. So be curious to see if the teams that dealt with that yesterday learn to adjust on that today. But with that being said, I think we're ready to hop on here into the knife. By the way, folks, the chat poll is live. Let us know who you think's going to win there. With that being said, let's dive on in.
We're taking it over to Canals for our first map. Speed Gaming versus Inquisition. We got the 3-on-3. Dude, you could tell. They're ready to go. Oh, the knives are going to come out. And it's Rebus coming out on top for Inquisition. We'll have to see what side they want to start on, and we'll be ready to hop into the first round of the grand finals for our pistol tournament.
And again, for those of you just joining, this is a best of 5, and I'm thinking we're at least going to go to 4 today. I'd be very surprised if one team closes out 3-0. I do. And of course, round balance is going to be important here too, as we are playing SG is a Asian team. And we have Inquisition being a European team. So there's going to be some ping difference here in the game. So round balance is going to be very important as well to make sure you get your server there in those later rounds.
All right, I believe we're kind of getting that final confirmation. The team's getting ready to reset that lobby, and we should be good to go with the match. It looks like they have officially reset, if I'm not mistaken. And we're ready to hop into our pistol round. Here we go. Looks like Inquisition has selected the breach side to start out on. Space Gaming on the coalition. I'm curious to see what kind of strat they're going to run with for the 3-on-3. Do we think we're going to be seeing a lot of mid control on Canals? It's very wide open. Are they going to try to utilize those long range encounters?
And we're off. Yeah, I am curious to see what they decided to go with, because we can already see right now actuality and again AXM on those longer range weapons, and the other two players may be working as kind of those bullet sponges, allowing them to set up for those headshots.
Yeah, I know here on the pistol round, I know technically every round is a pistol round, but on the round where they actually don't have a lot of money, they actually got to think about what they're going to buy. This is probably the only round where they're not going to have enough money to just force up whatever pistol they want plus full utility and armor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, basically AXM and actuality are glass cannons right now. They'll go down very, very quickly with a headshot. No helmet there. Of course, body shot still only doing 25% damage, but no armor on there means they will still drop a little faster. And as you get a little aggressive, B side seems to be the side they'll be pushing here, unless they decide to go down through Cafe and wrap around, but it doesn't look like they're going to do that just yet. Musical down here, making a little bit of noise. Going to come up from behind. Got to be careful not to get trapped, though. Landing multiple shots, but Anastasia ultimately going to pop his top. and cut his strings. 47 seconds here on the clock. Plenty of time to work with, and they do decide to make that push over here to A. AXM reads that, seeing two players move across. Look at, man, it's so good on that revolver. He knows there's one player down here, and he's pinched. Rebus taking his time. Bomb has been planted. Shoots a couple shots over there, missing him just barely. Now the roles are switched.
Oh, Annecy with the P2 able to find the headshot. It's down to AXM in the 1-on-2. Does have the revolver in hand, though. Going to be nice for getting those clean taps if he can line up the shots. We have a player on side. He pulls out the knife. Oh, my goodness. If they just land a headshot on him, he's dead. But can they do it? This guy is struggling. There we go. The headshot through the truck is going to take down AXM. Inquisition getting their first round on the board.
And again, now plenty of catches here. They can go and pick the pistols up, grab the armor, and even some utility that they want, because the economy is just not going to play as big of a role here. And getting that bomb planted, the most important thing here in the pistol tournament, getting the bomb planted, is just putting the breach on the defense now, and cuts that timer back and forcing the coalition to come to them. But the economy you get from planning or whatnot, it's not going to help them too much. Definitely just a duel of skill here on those pistols.
Exactly. That bomb plant not really serving as much as a purpose as it normally would in an actual competitive game. And you can see Annecy, this dude just took 6 damage from the pistol. That's how you know those body shot multipliers are in effect right now. I mean, the damage is so low. Even I think Skiller took a body shot from the revolver, if I'm not mistaken. These guns really are doing minimal damage right now, which again, the RNG bloom on those XD45s and those P250s are going to be kind of hard to deal with for these longer range encounters here on Canals. I'd be surprised if we don't see more revolvers and deagles being pulled out in the near future, because for now I'm still seeing a couple of starter pistols on these guys. And Skiller landing a clean headshot, but he's going to get tagged down low by that grenade. Actuality responding with a headshot of his own. He's starting to force his way onto site. A smoke coming down from Skiller to give him some cover, but it's not actually going to be enough cover. It looks like he's still trapped over there on the side, playing outside. Musical hanging out in Cafe as well, but he's going to run into Rebus. Who's going to win this duel? He breaks the helmet, but no, it's not enough. Musical. Headshot with the XD to take it down. Actuality on site with the deagle. He finds the headshot on Musical. Skiller dancing around the smoke, and he's going to get the flake headshot. This guy is crazy. Inquisition continued their flawless lead.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look out for Actuality. That guy is mean. You guys, King of Lag was definitely struggling taking him out yesterday. And the rounds they had success on, when they were finally able to put some points on the board, they got him down early on. Because he is so mean on the deagle, whether it's at range or up close and personal, he can grab the flicks and he can keep his gun balanced long enough at range to find those headshots. Something Space Gaming is gonna have to work on. And you can see Skiller, who was using more of the XD or shorter range, maybe even the dualies. Speaking of the dualies, Rebus has pulled it out, has switched over to using the MR. And I think it's a great decision here on this map to try to compete with Actuality and hopefully get him down a little earlier. That's what they need to do.
Dude, they're pushed up so far. They've basically taken control. Annecy pushed all the way up here. AXM gets a nice headshot to open it up. Annecy's going to get dinked, though, it looks like. Oh, he's down to 13 HP. How is this man alive? And it looks like now the sport's coming in. Musical trying to push up to try and help out. Does he know Annecy is down here, though? That's the question. He's going to spot him out. Manages to get the dink. Oh, my goodness. He's so low. The body shot percentage is saving his life right now. And Annecy doesn't die from that grenade, has to pop the reload, and he is running knife out. This man says, please give me to some cover. He is on 5 HP in a dream right now. I don't know how he's still alive. He spots the player on the bridge. Oh my goodness.
Shoot him in the toe. I don't even know if the toe shot would be enough to drop him with only 25. He's still going to pick with the headshot there on Skiller. He's flashed. He's going to back over here to the corner. Musical is chasing him down. Plenty of HP to work with.
Oh my god, dude, he just missed him. Dude, I don't think they know how low he is. Like, literally just breathe on him, Musical.
They got to know. I mean, you know you've hit him enough. He's got to be so low. I think that's a good decision for him to just switch up and face Actuality here. He's looking for Annecy, and Actuality's going to take full advantage of that and find that headshot. Inquisition 3-0 here. Something I noticed yesterday, too, is we saw team, because normally if you're playing basic diffuse, default settings and everything, it's usually around a 3 to 4 point, team wins the pistol round, round 4, round 5. Usually the team that's lost the previous couple rounds start coming back. And it's usually due to economy. But I also noticed yesterday that still happened. Again, even though economy doesn't come in as big here when you're just playing pistols. It just seems that's like that natural flow. So I wouldn't be surprised if Space Gaming starts taking a couple rounds here.
100%. They
due.
probably are going to pull it back. They do have that coalition advantage, but at the same time, it's a 3-on-3, and it's a lot harder to lock these areas down when you don't have those full 5 players. Now, Skriller, again, scared to peek this. I don't know if he's aware that Annecy is pushed up this far. Like, these guys are just able to take upper catwalk so easily, and Skiller in the air somehow manages to evade those shots, and he flashes himself on accident, but Annecy's also going to get hit by that blind. How is this guy alive right now? Everyone's peeking him. He's getting shot from all 3 directions, but the bomb is going to make its way towards side at the same time. Actuality holding this angle. The shots are going to be whiffed for now. He's able to back up into the smoke for the cover. This is getting chaotic. Rebus with the dualies should go huge here. He's swooped out the knife. He doesn't even care. We got the ninja defuse. No actuality with a knife in the smoke, but AXM is going to bounce back. What is happening? The knives are swinging, but Space Gaming are going to come out on top and get their first win of the match. Oh my goodness.
There it is. It's like that ebb and flow. Even when economy doesn't come into play, it's that ebb and flow. You win 3, you're going to lose the next one. It's just whether it's mentally or what. It's just interesting to see that again, where economy doesn't play as big of a role. Still that same pattern holds true. Looks like we'll be sticking to the same setups here. Deagles for Actuality and Annecy, and Rebus going to be staying on those dualies. 2 dualies being pulled out here by Space Gaming as well. A little more confident. Looks like Inquisition's going to be going for a fast rush over here towards A. There's only 1 in tree elbow, but they should be giving that call out to start that rotation here shortly. I think AXM saw them enter the site. It should be letting his teammates know. That frag grenade should soften a little bit of those players up there. Really only Annecy took a smidge of damage. They were able to avoid it. Working on getting that bomb planted. Actually decided not to here. Still taking their time. AXM popping around the corner. A couple shots being landed. Trying to line up those crosshairs. Musical coming in, causing a lot of chaos here. Here comes Skiller, backing him up. Headshot on Annecy, going for the knife kill, but Rebus is going to stab him. AXM and Skiller in there, and it's going to be a bomb defuse, and they're only down by 1 now. It's 3-2. Inquisition still has the lead, but Space Gaming seems to be onto them. They have their scent.
Now, I'm interested as to why Musical is sticking with the XD45. Maybe he's thinking he could just fly in there and use the mobility of that gun to his advantage. I imagine he's going to be the kind of player who whips out the dualies in the near future whenever they switch over to the breach side. But for now, that XD45 is an interesting choice, in my opinion. But it looks like A side is completely open for Inquisition. Are they going to know this, though? They're probably going to take their time to clear it, which, again, no rush to plant that bomb if you think about it. But they've cleared the side. I think they're probably going to go for it. No, they're actually pushing up in a coalition spawn. And they have AXM, a frag to soften him up. What is happening? They try to go for the knife. Annecy does manage to pull it off, but Rebus is blind, and he's whipped out the dualies. But they're about to get surrounded now. And Skriller able to take down Rebus from behind. Annecy is stuck in the corner, and he's going to get overwhelmed. Space Gaming have now tied it up. Only 2 rounds left in the half before we go over to the flip. I'm curious to see who's going to come out on top here.
I love how chaotic it gets on the bomb site, because you're saving those utilities. They're not just throwing them in instantly. They're waiting to use them when they see a play. They try to pin him in the corner just like they did with AXM, throwing that frag grenade out, softening him up, hitting a couple body shots on him, and then rushing him with the knife. You saw Rebus there with those dualies and just how inaccurate they are right there. I mean, it's kind of like short, medium range right in between there, and he's just not hitting any shots with them because they are just so inaccurate at that distance. You got to be up close and personal. Got to hear him breathe, really. Fogging your glasses.
Actuality getting a nice one tap to start it out. AXM getting a little aggressive with that revolver as well. We'll be able to find a kill. MR96 versus Deagle. That's the battle we really want to see here today. Smoke coming out from Actuality, and Rebus is actually taking a lot of map control, kind of clearing A side for his team right now, chucking a frag towards spawn that might do some damage. It looks like it does just a little bit, not too much. Right now he's dumping all his utility towards spawn to stall out that player. And these guys should be getting the bomb planted soon. AXM has actually crossed into the corner here. Do they know? That's the question. I think Rebus heard him because he's kind of eyeing that corner through the smoke. Like, he's getting ready for it. And oh my goodness, he's behind them. He's going in for the knife. Someone stop this man. He's going to get the backstab. And Inquisition take their lead back.
Same buy-ins coming in. They're comfortable on it and just go back to the same old strat they've been using. They've been having some success on A, but maybe it's time to go back over towards B. I think those dualies would work a little better on the B site. You're just going to have more opportunities for close quarter stuff there by the cafe and even on the bomb site itself. And they're definitely thinking about it right now. Little tree elbow duel coming up potentially. AXM misses that first shot. I think that was Rebus who's right there. Backing off and going to go down underpass. And it looks like we'll cross into Cafe here. Musical will be waiting for him. Giving the spot away. AXM playing discipline, going to wrap around. Annecy is the first to strike, finding Skiller. Oh man, here comes the knife.
Oh my god. Dude, these guys are toxic, man. Inquisition, they know, that knife is not going to stop them when it comes to that body shot percentage. But AXM, going to eat that blind a little bit, but he's still running around the corner, manages to find one. Flash coming out for him to maybe take some space. He's going to chuck a frag as well on the side. It's down to a 1-on-2. Can AXM clutch this for Space Gaming? Because they'd benefit a lot from coming in tied up here. With a nice one-tap there. Oh my goodness. This guy's a demon. And he's trying to knife him. Annecy is just trolling, going for the knife kill there. You can't do that against AXM. Maybe against someone else. But you want to do that against the carry? I don't know about that. That was a questionable decision.
Gotta take risks in life, It's all about risks. Sometimes they pay off, most of the time they don't, but what's the fun of living if you're not taking risks? First round on the flip, Inquisition now on the Coalition side. We'll see how Space Gaming reacts to being on the breach, being the aggressors. And so far, they're pushing that A site quite quickly. One wrapping around tree elbow and two fanning out here towards mid, and they are pushing in on the site right now. Rebus. Little utility coming out, and we'll give him the call out to his team to make that rotation. Bomb already going down. They want to get this first round over with quickly. Musical, helmet broken. And he's going with a knife now. Skiller's going to find him before he's able to do any damage. Actuality's there, putting down AXM. Now it's up to Skiller and Musical to keep this bomb site away from the Coalition.
Oh my goodness, Musical is going to get his head taken off by Actuality. And Inquisition taking their lead back. It's a lot of back and forth now. And here we go. We'll have to see if Space Gaming are going to get their revenge. Let's see what kind of buy is coming out for them. AXM on his Deagle. Revolver from Skriller as well. Musical still sticking to the good old-fashioned XD45. This guy is hell-bent on using that gun. And AXM is going to open it up with a nice one-tap. That's going to be huge for SG. And they're making it towards A side. We have Rebus playing towards the cubby. Dualies in hand. Honestly, there's potential with this play. If they push him, he could go big. But Skriller, oh my goodness, just going to take off his dome. And Rebus is left alone on his side. But they know he's here. He already threw utility and made his presence known. I think he's going on the offensive now to see if he can get in one. But no, he pulls out the knife. Oh my god, that always hurts me inside whenever I see someone pull out their knife at the worst time.
Caught with your knife out. This dualies probably would have been very effective right there, but he had his number, popped his dome. All tied up here. Currently, the YouTube poll sitting at 56% for Inquisition, 44% for Space Gaming. So definitely in favor of Inquisition here, but not too lopsided.
I mean, we are all tied up here. Honestly, I think this could go either way. Like, I was thinking Inquisition at first, but it's kind of started to turn around now.
Yeah, now the nerves are probably weared off a little bit here. Both these teams are getting settled in, feeling comfortable. Musical with a phenomenal backstab, getting actuality down. That's a huge play. Rebus and Annecy, not going to be able to handle it well. It's off the Rebus here, trying the best he can. Is able to finally land the Achilles shot on Musical, but not before a lot of damage was done to him. 22 HP left to his name. That bomb is going to be worked on being planted here on this B site.
Bomb has been planted.
He's got a difficult retake here. But 36 rounds total to work with. The XD, he better be hitting those headshots. Oh, he's low. Frag grenade going to go out. AXM realizing it, backing up. Really doesn't do any damage to him.
Oh my goodness. I thought he was going to die from those frags. Rebus does have a flash. Gonna try to throw a pop flash around that corner, helping him to push up, but no, AXM just says, I'm gonna take your dome off real quick. No chance for him at all. Space Gaming, I think, if I'm not wrong, this is the first time they've actually taken the lead in this match.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so hard to push around those corners, too, especially when you're dealing with those Deagles and those MR96, because all you gotta do is have that crosshair placed just perfectly. You almost gotta catch somebody off guard, either by crouching or jumping, just so they have to readjust and potentially hit you in the body. But still, it's hard, no matter which situation you're in. Rebus did the best he could there.
Oh, and they're going on the offensive here. Actuality with a headshot on Musical. AXM trying to respond with a flashbang to maybe push them back, but now he's running through the tunnels for the rotation. I'm thinking maybe even we get a B rotate here, but it looks like he's actually just chosen to stick around by A main. Skriller is on his own on the other side of the map as well. And Inquisition, they pretty much all left the A site. Rib is kind of pushing up a little bit here, trying to get some map control, see what kind of information he can gather. Will AXM be able to spot him here? Looks like he does. But at this point, they got to worry they're a man down, and he could get surrounded quickly if he's not careful. Smoke out on A main and AXM. What is he going to do in this situation? Looks like he's crossing over towards Cafe. But there's 2 players on the side of Inquisition waiting for them when they bust out of here. Oh, actually, we have a player hiding in the corner with his head down. They might not clear him. I don't think they know he's there. They're focused on actuality, and Anderson comes around the corner, but no, he can't land the shots quite yet. He's down to 11 HP, though, but the nade is going to finish him off. Actuality back sight. Only has to deal with Skriller. He's all that remains, and he's pulled out the knife at this point. He's a dead man. The nade is going to finish him off. They don't even care, and Inquisition have tied it back up.
And again, the pings are fairly lopsided here because we're playing on SG5 right now, which is Space Gaming's home turf. And Team Inquisition is doing a phenomenal job at keeping this game close with the lopsided ping. So it either means one of 2 things. It's going to be exactly the same going into map 2, or Space Gaming is going to absolutely take the L coming into map number 2. If Inquisition is doing this well on not on their home turf, we'll have to see here. Getting a little ahead of ourselves, though. 6-6, round 13 here. Bomb has been planted. Inquisition's going to have to work on retaking that site. Already a player down to 2v3. Fragony going to go out, soften actuality up just a little bit. Not too much. Able to avoid most of it. He's flashed, so got to be careful. And Musical taking full advantage of that situation actuality found himself in. Rebust the last man here. Not too much to work with. Able to land 1 knife stab, but not enough to drop him. And it's 6-7 now. Space Gaming taking the lead.
They're only 2 rounds away from securing their victory. And for the first time, I'm actually seeing, I don't know if this is actually the first time, but I'm noticing finally Musical is upgraded from the XD. Now rocking that revolver. Maybe he's finally realized it's time to give this gun a shot. And they're going to make their way towards the A site. Skriller with a flash. Yeah, the dualies should hopefully go in huge here. Honestly, I like the spot Ribis is in. He's kind of just hanging out by backside. They're not going to clear the spot until very late into the site execute. He might be able to catch one off guard if he's lucky.
You almost want to charge somebody with the dualies.
Oh, he's giving his spot away, though. The nade is going to soften up that player, but he is stuck in this corner, and they are nading him. He's blind. How is this guy alive right now? He's rotated to the truck somehow, and he's causing havoc on site with those dualies. It's actuality to pick up the headshots, though, anyways. I thought that was him doing all the work, but it was, I think he got a couple assists. And then actuality came in with those headshots.
Yeah, that was huge, allowing actuality to pop in the corner and grab those headshots, causing chaos. That's what you got to be able to do, and Inquisition did that very, very well. But with those dualies, you almost want to just charge somebody to get it. You don't want to get too close, obviously, to get knifed, but you just want to charge right at him. Again, you got to be careful because of the headshot, but you can absorb so many shots with the body, almost doing a little bit of teabagging as you're moving up, just crouching, jumping, get up close personal with those dualies, and just let that damage work up close.
Exactly. Hit him with that special movement, bro. They're not going to know what hit him. Exactly. He got the dualies in hand, and Annecy playing in this corner again. I don't know if he's the one that used the spot last time, but the question is, are they going to fall for it once again? He's going to bust out from around the corner, but he's going to whiff the shots as Skriller. He gets an easy deagle headshot on Annecy to take him down. Actuality spots the players crossing, but that bomb is going to get planted. And currently, Space Gaming have the lead. Are they going to be able to secure the round? Musical with the XD gonna take down Ribis. Actuality popping out through the smoke, but what is happening right now? He's gonna pop the reload on the Deagle. Still had 90 HP. He has not been headshot yet, and he's getting rushed by the knife. Skriller is gonna take him down. There's nothing he could do in that scenario. He's just getting overwhelmed. And Space Gaming are gonna bring us to match point. Only 1 round before they could potentially take this one home.
And we're off. Potentially the last round here of map number 1. Space Gaming is at match point. They feel the pressure, slowing down just a little bit. Inquisition holding on to those grenades. Don't want to use them too soon. AXM popping up. Frag gonna go out in the corner in case somebody's there. Coming in. Frags doing some big damage. Actuality coming in huge. And Rebus finishing off Skiller long range. Be able to land a headshot with those dualies. It's match point here for both teams. This is the final round, folks.
Dude, we're going to round 17 on the first map already. Absolutely insane, and we'll have to see what do Space Gaming have planned for this breach-sided round. Looks like they are going to be splitting up. Bomb going towards A, though. It looks like they might be... I thought they were juggling nades. Looks like maybe they were just swapping equipment or something. AXM and Musical taking control of the tunnels here. Inquisition have fully left the B site open. They are gambling on the fact that it could be a site. We'll have to hope they're right. Space Gaming still technically have the bomb on the A half of the map, but the second he crosses over that boat, it's going to change.
Yeah, whoever is pushed up there, B long. Maybe not. He's backing up. Looks like they're just going to commit to A. Some duels going on over here. Mid-map now.
Oh my goodness, Ribus gonna spot him out. Dude, these gunfights look so awkward when they when they know they can't go for the body shots, that they just kind of like back away from each other. They're like, all right, you know what, we'll fight some other time. And here we go, looks like B.
Skiller finds some blind shots right now, see if he can connect on any. Annecy is here, he's the first to drop. Skiller coming in big. Actuality needs to show up here for his team. Already a man down, damage being done to Rebus. The bomb has been planted. Space Gaming is in control right now. And they're looking poised to take map number 1. Rebus working his cafe. Actuality has been dropped. He could come in big. He's got to find the headshot, though, on Skiller.
Oh no, he's about to get knifed. What is happening?
And there it
Rebus goes down, and there we go. Space Gaming are taking the first map of Canals. Actuality going 16-10 there, but it wasn't enough to carry the team to victory.
Close to that 2KD. Both those players are, but you expect them to be a little lower here as we are in the grand finals. Again, I think they're both very evenly matched, but I am curious to see what happens when we go into map number 2 in the server flips. Because Inquisition kept it very close, even though they're playing on Space Gaming's home turf. So is Space Gaming going to be able to do that coming in to map number 2, or is it going to be incredibly lopsided? We're going to find out here shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, we'll be back here in just a couple of minutes after a quick break here. And we'll be back with map number 2. Welcome back, everyone. We're getting map number 2 prepared here, and we'll be ready to hop in just a moment. I'm Sudden Death, and I'm joined by the one and only Mantis. What'd you think of that first map?
It was definitely very intense. I was excited to watch that game. I mean, going the full distance 9-8 on the first map is already a great way to start things off. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm hoping that we can get a bit of a comeback win here from Inquisition, for the second map, because if you look at our full roster of maps for today, it's definitely looking very spicy. We're going to Raid and Port for maps 3 and 4, and Costello is going to be the decider. So I don't know if we'll get to go that far, but I know up next we're taking it over to Bureau, and I believe we're going to get ready to hop into that knife very shortly here. But we're starting off on kind of our OG maps, and we're going to be taking it towards the newer maps for the end, and I'm excited to see how that's going to play out, especially Raid, which is a guaranteed map for us here today. Just because, you know, you got to worry about the vents and all that, but it looks like Actuality over there on the side of Inquisition is going to help win that knife round. I think that's actually both knife rounds that they've won now.
Looks like we'll be switching sides here. Right, and now because we are playing map number 2, now an Inquisition server instead of, which is European DE2 compared to SG5, which was for Space Gaming. So now we're on home turf here for Team Inquisition. We'll see how much that helps them. I think we're live. Let's do this.
Dude, we're ready to go. And I'm seeing, interestingly enough, a whole lot of default pistols for the start here. Absolutely no one is going to be upgrading, which again, we're on the map of Bureau, you know, very different from Canals. We're not going to be seeing those long-range gunfights as often. It could happen sometimes towards Banana or B-Long, but for now, I think these teams know that they're going to have to stick to those XDs, those P250s. Once they get money, maybe we'll be seeing a lot more dually action this map.
I love this map. I think it's going to be a lot. I mean, I love this map in general, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun here for the pistols. Lots of close quarters, like you were saying. Looks like we're going to be pushing here over towards the A site right now. Oh, he looked away just at the last second. Little Actuality action there. He's going to pick up a kill there on Skiller, and AXM is pushing here towards his bomb site. Sees Rebus back there, tagging him just a little bit. Again, body shots only do 25% damage compared to the 100% headshots. Those headshots are crucial to try to hit.
Oh my goodness, just watching their HP slowly tickle down. AXM still on 96 health. Could definitely make this happen, and he lands a nice headshot. And he's down to 94 from 96. Definitely eating those bullets up like a champ right now. He's going to run into Intel, though, and Annecy's waiting for him with the XD in hand. And Inquisition, once again, hitting us with a strong lead. Now, the question is, now they're on their own servers, do we think they're going to have a bit more of a lopsided first half here? Because I know at the beginning last time, they were getting the lead, but we ended on a tied half.
Yeah, it was 3-0 very quickly for Inquisition. They kept the score so close. Obviously, 9-8, Space Gaming ultimately winning, but it was Space Gaming's home turf. Does that ping play a huge role here for why Space Gaming won map number 1? And because of that, is Inquisition going to have a major advantage? That's something we were talking about off camera, off mic, during break. I don't know. Ping doesn't play as big of a role as it does anymore with the update that came out about a year ago, but it's still there. A couple shots landed.
Dude, I could have sworn, I thought that sounded like a headshot to me, but it was a body shot somehow. AXM only taking 2 damage from that. And again, that armor and helmet definitely making a big impact here as well, because for those lighter pistols, they can definitely tank a headshot or two before actually going down.
Yep.
Versus, you know, if they have that revolver or that deagle, they're probably still most likely subject to just get taken down. Maybe in some rare circumstances, they'll be able to just barely live on like 1 HP. But again, we can see Space Gaming making their way towards a Actuality coming in for that rotation. He's going to spot the players in Intel, gets a nice headshot, he breaks the helmet, and the grenade to soften him up. AXM is so low. Him being the carry for Space Gaming, they need him to live if possible, but this man is hanging on by just barely a thread. And Musical is going to spot a player backstabbing them. Actuality now making his way up. Smoke coming out towards Intel. Stall out the push, and I think Space Gaming are looking to get that bomb planted soon. Musical trying to find the headshot, and he does manage to pick it up on Actuality. Space Gaming could pull this off, but it might be some kind of miracle. But they do have all long-range pistols, and the bomb is planted in the open. Space Gaming can play the range to their advantage, but Annecy has a smoke. It looks like he is actually going to smoke the bomb. Now they're going to have to run in knife swinging if they want to stop this defuse. He's just going for the stick. They're swinging the knives full blind. They have no idea he's defusing right in front of them. Oh my goodness, Rebus. How does he pull that off for Inquisition? There's no way they should get that round. Jesus Christ. That was absolutely crazy from Rebus there. Just running in the smoke. I think he was blinded as well. Someone had thrown a flash. Maybe that's why Space Gaming didn't spot him out there. But that was still ridiculous. I can't believe he managed to pull off that ninja defuse, but we love a good ninja defuse whenever it does happen for us. And now Inquisition currently have a 2-0 flawless lead. AXM making some noise over towards mid, backing out off of that, tossing smoke as well, maybe deploying some cover, scare the opponents into checking it out. But that smoke didn't go as deep as maybe he had wanted it to. If he would have actually smoked off the crosshair, that would have been much more valuable. But now they basically know he's already backed out for mid. Annecy popping some shots towards B long. He tosses the frag as well, maybe gonna soften up those players a bit. AXM and Musical do take a little bit of damage. Their armor getting cracked just a little bit from that. And Annecy backside is gonna spot these players out. All three players contesting B long. Rebus and Kitchen with the XD should not be contesting this with an XD45, and he's gonna get punished for it. AXM taking off his head. Actuality is gonna contest AXM at the same time. How are they gonna deal with this? AXM flying around the corner, but Annecy takes off the dome. Oh my goodness, that was a nice shot.
2v1, Musical last player live. Pops around the corner, isn't able to sing anything. Actuality drops him, and Inquisition back up to 3-0 here. A little bit of deja vu from the last round. Only question is, will they be able to hold that lead, or will Space Gaming go ahead and bring it back and tie it here in the next 3 rounds? Everybody on the Deagle there for Inquisition. 2 Deagles coming out for Space Gaming and MR on Musical. Interesting strats to do that. Again, I think a dually might be good in this situation, but because of all the corners to work with and everything, you're working those Deagles, just playing for picks. AXM taking a couple shots. Musical Annecy dueling, and Musical's able to find him right there inside the vents. He's gonna be so careful jiggle peeking like that. You put those crosshairs just in the right spot, and boom. You almost want to come out, again, kind of crouched. Again, you can get flicked, but just to catch that player off guard for a split second.
Oh man, I don't know if they're aware that Musical is pushed up so far here. He could get a nice shot on this player. Oh, but he turns out the worst time, but they can't land the headshot. Musical is still hanging on with a lot of health due to that body shot multiplier, but Actuality ultimately is going to drop them. Space Gaming now into 2-on-2 for the retake. Rebus with the flash. He is going to hit him. Actuality on side manages to take down AXM, and it's up to Skriller in the back. He's going to take some damage. Oh my god, he has the smoke. He's going to go for the ninja defuse again. There's no way. And they can't kill him because they have to go for the headshot, but they can't do it through the smoke. The grenade almost finishes him off, though, down to 7 HP. But Inquisition continue their flawless lead, 4-0 for their lead right now. They are absolutely killing it right now.
Yeah, because he's crouched defusing that bomb to it, and in that smoke, it messes up exactly where to put that crosshair. It's just that extra little bit of help defusing that bomb and being crouched right there. Isn't easy.
I'll give credit though. I thought that was completely unwinnable until I realized the Space Gaming player had a frag, and then he got him to 7 HP. He still spammed it through the smoke. It was almost doable. I'll give credit.
Weebus popping around the corner. Could be dual Musical. Pop out a couple shots here. Frag gonna out. Should soften him up quite good. Quite well, actually. Grammar teacher would be on me for that one. And it's right here. Looking around the corner. Skiller's going to pop around. Slowing down just a little bit. Looks like he's repositioning outside of Vent's going to be dueling him here. Shots fired. Skiller's the first to open it up. And as he trying to land some shots, only able to drop him down a little bit. And it's Musical with Rebus. Musical really showing up here in map number 2 so far for his team Space Gaming. I'm getting the vibe this might be the first point they're able to put on the board. AXM finds Actuality. It's all up to Annecy now inside of B, walking out B long. Misses that player just before he goes around the corner, and it's Skiller now running with his knife out. He doesn't have the bomb. It looks like they're thinking A. Get only one player to contend with here. AXM caught off guard. He almost looked AFK just standing right there. Annecy's read it, knows what's going on, and he's going to make his way through Banana now. Bomb being planted.
Going down. Dude. I mean, I can understand the idea of let's play an A and then play long range, but they gotta stop playing. Like they've been ninja diffused on twice now. At least now they know they need to play it closer. They can't just hang out in the back because one smoke will end their hopes and dreams. And as he's made his way onto site, how is he not spot anyone? He has the smoke out. This guy is crazy for not clearing that first. And Space Gaming finally get their first round on the board, but the damage might have already been done on the side of Inquisition. I mean, they could very well just keep up, you know, their win streak that was going on, you know, kind of resume it here. I'm thinking maybe a 6-2 half.
Definitely seems to be the way it's trending here. But again, Space Gaming was able to win 3 in a row previously. It's just going to depend on how big of a effect this ping is having on them. And as he dueling right now with Skiller, popping multiple shots. Nobody's yet to be dropped. They're trying to find the headshots. AXM being a little more careful. They're watching his backstab. Don't have the same thing happen as the previous round. Actuality and him going to be dueling. It's going to be big here. Actuality's got the flick and finds him. Musical. Again, having some big moments here for his team, Space Gaming. So far at map number 2. Taking his time. Looking for those heads. The headhunter is out. Shot being fired. That was close. Flashbang. Well, he just stared right at that flash grenade. He wanted to see it. Met it here on the clock. Frag grenade. Oh, slight delay. Actually, going to be doing a little bit of damage. Flashbang coming back out.
Bomb has been planted.
Musical going to go ahead and rotate around to reinforce his teammates. All to Actuality here with the deagle in his hand. He could easily do this. We've seen him clutch up here today already and as well as yesterday. Not able to hit a couple shots. Forced to back up now, and Skiller gonna drop him there with a shot in the thigh. It's 4-2. Space Gaming working on that comeback.
Hopefully they can actually pull it off, though, because they have quite a ways to go before they can, you know, have a chance of winning this game. Again, they did have a tied half last game. I think it's possible for them to bring it back, but Rebus has whipped out the dualies. That is what I like to see. Actuality, sticking with that XD45. I mean, okay, never mind. He's equipped the Deagle, I was about to say. At least go the dualies over the XD, you know? Like,
I think the dualies will work well here on this map, especially over on top of B. Coming through vents. Ooh,
oh my goodness.
Such a tough spot. Rebus finally able to drop him here. Actuality flash, but he doesn't care. He's still moving up quite aggressively. Annecy in the corner. They're rotating all around B long. Now going to plant the bomb probably on the B site unless they fake him out and move around towards A. And that's... Oh, I don't know. They're thinking about it. Got to be careful. Actuality. I think it was a missed shot by him. Oh, no. Actually, he was checking corner. Game sense, man. And it is a B-site commit. They're moving it through Vince right now. Popping around the corner, be planting the bomb here shortly. They're definitely taking their time. They're allowing them to move up quickly to reinforce this site. They're all outside right now. Bomb has been planted. Rebus through
the nades
Vince.
are coming out.
Great move. Trying to slow the push down into sight. Rebus waiting for the proper moment to move in. Actuality coming behind.
What?
Pulls up.
No way.
Third
Wait.
here. It's Annecy.
What is happening?
Oh, he's got
Oh my God.
CXM. Boom.
How do you do that? The first two, okay, the last kill, maybe not as crazy, but oh my goodness. The first 2 shots that he hit, dude, I wish we could see the replay on that, bro. Like,
And that's not the moment you want to crouch with the deagle on you. You don't want to do it right there. And props as well to AXM, just take that extra second to line that up. The deagle's got such high kick, if he'd taken one shot, might have allowed him to get out of that situation he was in if he had missed. I love the game sense and pre-fire too from AXM. Skiller getting aggressive here. Wanting to show off his skill. Flashbang coming out. Those players split up. Frag grenade coming in and try to soften those players up. And the bomb has now been planted over here on top of B. Multiple shots being fired. And he's going to find Actuality. That's a huge play there for Space Gaming. They're about to tie it up as we go into the half here. What looked like was going to be a 6-2, maybe 7-1 half. Space Gaming has closed the gap on showing it doesn't matter what the ping is. They can still play on it. They're pushing her now. Flashed. Annecy's on site, going for the defuse. Musical coming from behind. It's Rebus. Knives are in the smoke. I don't know what's going on. It's a couple ninjas here. Musical sticks them. They're going to be whistling going into the flip.
that is crazy, dude. I'll give credit to Space Gaming because they actually brought that back. Shout out to AXM for being a clutch demon. Because, oh my goodness, I can't believe that Inquisition have actually managed, I'm sorry, Space Gaming managed to tie it up going into the flip here. I mean, we were hyping up Inquisition.
Again, kind of a repeat of what happened previously. I mean, this time Inquisition is able to put 4 points on the board instead of 3. But Space Game was able to bring it back. And here we are on the flip. What are you going to do, gentlemen?
We can see a lot of default pistols here. I'm not surprised that there are no deagles for this first round here. They got to save the money. Probably prefer to have the armor and the helmets. if possible, you know, just to give them a little bit of extra protection. I don't know about the armor.
Move fast, move aggressively here on the breach side.
Oh, the helmet goes down. Actuality, he's clean with the XE. He's landing the shots. He broke another helmet, it looked like, before he got dropped. Annecy couldn't honestly pull this off. Musical is a one shot to the head right now. His helmet's already been broken. Annecy manages to find one. It's Annecy versus AXM in the one-on-one. And he's hiding behind the pillar right now.
That's where you want to be. Not crouched behind the desk. AXM feeling the heat on the timer. Oh! He's going for the knife.
Oh my gosh.
He's got the time too.
Dude, Space Gaming taking the lead here. AXM clutching up again. Annecy almost pulled that off for Inquisition. But man.
First lead here in map number 2. Space Gaming is looking good. Inquisition, are you just going to fall apart here? You got the advantage. Server-wise, you had the lead 4-0. What are you doing?
That's right, I just realized Space Gaming technically on a 5-round win streak here.
Yeah.
Line coming out, Inquisition showing a lot of mid presence, but not really committing to the side quite yet. Musical with the blind. And they're gonna try to push off of that just a little bit. Some shots are being traded, but no damage really done yet. The grenades are gonna come out. Oh my goodness, those breach players took so much damage from that. Actuality is almost dead. Skriller spots the player, but it looks like Inquisition might be going for the rotation towards the A site. But it looks like they're about to contested banana. And AXM is backed off. Oh, he spots the crossing. Dude.
Pop the reload. Everybody's still live here. Moving on into the A site. They know what's going to be going down here in the side of the servers. AXM about to pop the corner looking for one. Finds one. Annecy's got the bomb in his hand. A smoke grenade is down to the planet. I'm not quite sure. Annecy popping around, deciding if he's not. Skiller's there, finding the big kill in actuality. The bomb is yet to go down. Annecy realizing the situation he is, and he's going to back on off. I'm thinking back over towards B potentially. He's looking for Skiller. Oh, he's able to land a body shot on him, but not much more than that. And it's a push fast over here towards this B site. I like this. Hold on to that frag grenade, try to soften him up, and anybody follows. They're taking their time, letting him decide where he wants to go. Annecy not planting the bomb just yet. Missing multiple shots, able to come back with one, but he's in a tough spot now, and AXM makes him pay for it. It's 6-4. Space Gaming, a 6-win streak here for them.
I don't know, man. Inquisition is starting to make me think we're not seeing port today the way this is going.
Come on, Inquisition. I want to see that map number 5.
And interestingly enough, it's the long-range pistols, deagles, and revolvers that are still dominating right now. I would have thought that the dualies would have gotten a little bit more love. You know, I'm like, honestly, Inquisition, if they're reading what's happening right now, they know that Space Gaming are all using those deagles. I would just storm B site with dualies. You're probably not going to lose that. But they're sticking with the deagles.
Some chaos, some smoke grenades down, some dually action coming in. Start swiping with those knives once you run out of ammo. Don't have time to reload. I know, I'm armchair playing here, but... Ooh, Skiller. Looking for the headshots. Dueling back and forth. Frag grenade coming in. Doesn't do any damage to him. Flashbang going out. Gonna flash those players. Prevent him from moving much here. Minute 10 here on the clock. Plenty of time to work with. What do you decide to do here, Inquisition? Grenade coming in. Forcing Skiller to move just a little bit. He's flashed. A little bit of damage coming from behind him. That smoke grenaded in. They should be pushing here on the side of Inquisition. They're working their way in. Actuality. Skiller's in a tough spot. He's firing multiple shots. Not connecting too many. Teammates reinforcing here.
This guy is fighting for his life.
Pinned. How is he still alive? AXM! 2 players already dropped. Actuality's in there with his knife. He's pulled back out the deagle. Isn't able to land anything. AXM coming in with the ace.
Dude, Skriller, I don't know how that guy lived for so long, but I think his distraction was just enough for AXM to come in and find those 2 clean taps, dude. They were all so focused on killing him. He literally was getting surrounded. He was getting backstabbed from vents. They were on site, pushing up the ramp. I don't know how that man lived for as long. He just started dancing around and said, you know what? I realize there's a score multiplier here. There's a damage multiplier. I'm just going to spin around a bunch and make it so you can't hit my head. He just basically stalled it out for AXM.
Yeah, and it was phenomenal because what you end up doing is if you're not careful on the Inquisition side, you get kind of angry and so focused on that one player, you get zoned in and you get that tunnel vision. I'm paying attention to what's going on around you. Oh, Musical tried to line it up. He takes too long though, and Annecy cuts his strings. It's about to be match point here. AXM comes in, finds one, isn't able to double up. Skiller's here, flash. He's got to be careful. Actuality finally able to land the killing shot on him. Oh, it's AXM once again. He's mean on that deagle. He backs on out as a 1v1. AXM versus Actuality, the top 2 players here on their respective teams. Actuality doesn't have, he does have the bomb in hand. My bad. I think he just picked it up. Or maybe he had it the whole time and I need to put my glasses on. Either way, minute left here on the clock, and AXM is on B, and the bomb's being planted over on A. Rolls reversed. What are you going to do here? Plenty of grenades here for Actuality. There's one in the back pocket here for AXM. It's a flashbang, I believe, isn't it? Actuality looking to see. Almost like the angle he is better. Yep. AXM drops him. High ground, not needed. Sorry, Obi-Wan. 7-5.
Inquisition, that's their first round after Space Gaming pulled 7 in a row. I mean, can they come back from this? Now, that's the question. I don't know if the damage has been done already.
I think it's definitely possible.
I'm seeing dualies from Annecy, though. But they're taking it towards the A site, which is quite interesting. Musical going for an aggressive peek. Gonna get a tag. Has a frag grenade in hand. Annecy's gonna get dropped before he manages to toss it. Actuality with the trade, though, AXM goes down. That's gonna be huge for Inquisition. Musical trying to contest, and he finds a nice headshot. Actuality gets dropped. Space Gaming want to capitalize off this. Oh my goodness, he's so blind, but Skriller is gonna come in and support his teammate. And Space Gaming bring us to match point.
Match point here for SG. Are they too overpowered? SGOP, question mark? Round number 14 about to commence here. I think they need to push B. Let's look at what they're doing. Skiller here with the perfect frag grenade. Ends up doing very little damage to Actuality. I thought it was going to be right on top of him. Frag grenade coming in, going to force Skiller to move again, just doing a little bit of chip to him. Skiller might have the angle here in Actuality. You need to land that shot. They're taking too much time. Flashbang going out, blinding both those players. Had to pause just a little bit here to look at around. A minute 20 here on the clock. Rebus moving down. Not going to find anybody. Skiller's the first to open it up for his team SG. They're in a good spot here. Their match point for them. They're feeling confident. He's from the back. Rebus tries to put him down, but it's AXM stabbing him in the back. And it's 9-5. Space Gaming with the W here. They're winning 2-0. Inquisition not looking good.
Dude, a fantastic lead by them. Oh my goodness. Space Gaming, congratulations. We were talking about how Inquisition, they might have a better chance here. You know, they have the server advantage. It's not going to be as difficult for them. But, dude, I think maybe it seemed as though it got harder for them to pull off that round. I mean, Space Gaming just popping off towards the end there with a huge snowball piling up on their side. And they're going to take it 2-0. We're going to Raid in the near future for our next map. It's going to be exciting to see. I'm so curious to see how Raid is going to turn out, because that is one of the maps where you absolutely need 5 players, kind of like Canals. Like, at least with BR, you could just be like 1 player B, 1 player mid, 1 player A, whatever. But with Raid, you got to worry about mid. You got to worry about tunnels. I mean, there's just so many other angles that's really going to open it up. I'm curious to see how Raid is going to be for our third map here.
And we're going to find out here shortly, folks. Before that, we're going to go to a quick break time as we're getting the next map prepared. And we'll see you on the flip side. Welcome back, everyone. Map number 3 is being prepared as we speak, and we're almost ready to hop on into that map, which is going to be Raid. Space Gaming is up 2-0 right now in this best of 5 grand finals. I'm Son of Death, and I'm joined by the one and only Manthus. What'd you think of that map too?
Dude, that was an exciting map too. I'm not gonna lie, that was way more exciting than Canals. Even though it wasn't as close of a map, I felt like the action was a lot more crazy on a map like Bureau. It was just insane, dude. We were having like these close range encounters, insane flicks, AXM popping off for us multiple times in a row. Space Gaming really showing why they're here and ready to dominate. I think they could potentially end this in a 3-0 if they continue performing the way they have been recently.
Yeah, I mean, Inquisition can definitely keep up with them, but they're just not able to close it out. 9-8, obviously, map number 1, but then 9-5 in map number 2. And that was on map number 2 on their server, so they technically should have the advantage. They have the home turf advantage right there, but it didn't come into play. We're going to see what happens here as we go into map number 3, as we're back on SG5, which is home turf for Space Gaming. We're almost ready to hop on in here to the knife round. Again, map 3 here will be on Raid. And with that being said, let's dive on into the knife round. Here we are.
So far, Inquisition have been flawless with the knives. We'll see if they can continue their streak.
Trying to.
There it is, actuality clutching it up. Inquisition have won 3 knives in a row. What side are they going to start on, dude? Raid is going to be so interesting because I just feel like Tunnels is going to be such a wild card to deal with. Like, just having to fear the fact that you could be getting backstabbed at any moment. I honestly think the Coalition players will be getting fairly aggressive most of the time. If I had to make a prediction, because you cannot just sit back and play defense when there's way too many lanes for you to get backstabbed from.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we defaults coming out across the board here. Actually, AXM picking up the XD. Here we go. Rushing down B long right now. AXM with the bomb. Thought he was about to go up to heaven, but he's deciding not to. Skiller's there, catching all his players flashed. And it should be a bloodbath here. Body
so many
shots.
Bullets fired.
I know, but the body shots help him not get dropped. Rebust the last player alive. Trying to come up with something.
Tuning in. Sorry, I'd say for those of you just tuning in, if you did not know, body shots only doing 25% damage compared to normally. So basically, you gotta go for headshots.
Bomb planting going down. And Rebus coming up. Rams here. They know he's there. AXM jumping over, firing multiple shots, missing them all. And Rebus is going to be able to drop him. Skiller coming with a refrag, and Space Gaming on top here. So first time they have won the pistol round. Technically all the rounds are pistol, but I think you guys get what I'm saying here. The normal default pistol round.
You're right, and also the first time they've had an early lead, technically, if you think about it. Because every time, they've never really pulled a lead until, like, basically the second half.
Playing from behind. Everybody's spread out here. One mid, on the breach that is. One mid, one B, one A. Coalition backing on up. Almost looks like they're going to wait and let them plant the bomb and then decide where they want to go.
I think
favoring B right now. I think it is too. It's going to be chaotic. But I think it's probably the best rather than trying to figure out the bomb site. A is definitely a decided choice, and they should be figuring that out about now. You see the rotation beginning to move in.
Coming out.
Yeah.
Bomb has been planted.
We're off. Roles reversed. Rebus, the one trailing, going to make his way around, help his teammates out. Actuality and Annecy moving up here. Ooh, frag grenade coming in. Some utility coming out. AXM. Tough spot. Still able to find Annecy.
Somehow he manages to pick up that headshot. Actuality takes down Musical with a headshot. Skiller peeking around the corner. Actually popping some shots, but it's tough to retake from this position. A flash coming out. Oh my goodness, those players just ate that. AXM spamming that deagle. It's a knife on site. What is happening Actuality with the 2K? But do they have time? No, they don't. And the bomb is going to take them both to the grave.
Making the ultimate sacrifice there on site, and Space Gaming is still able to take that round. Incredible. I love how chaotic it gets, man. Forcing the knives to come out, get it up close to personal, and then you start panicking, not be able to hit shots. So what they decide to do here. B is where the bomb is heading. Looks like there's 2 players heading down B long right now, fanning out. Coalition, there are 2 there on top of B site, 1 over on top of A. And is he trying to get a little cheeky? Smoke is out, Skiller taking his time. There's a shot up there trying to bait some grenades out. Is able to do that. Heaven is continually smoked off. Still over a minute here on the clock. AXN coming around to reinforce his teammate Skiller. Just deciding what they're going to do here. Annecy low on HP. Dodging back and forth, really just trying to play for that opening pick on either side. Inquisition at the slight disadvantage. Musical coming from behind. Unleashes a volley of shots, able to find the headshot there, and Annecy Actuality coming out to reinforce, but Musical is able to find the headshot on him, and this is going to be another round going to Space Gaming unless Rebus is going to be able to clutch this up, but it's going to be harder with an XD only to work with. Good amount of utilities here for Space Gaming as well.
You know, I'll admit, I was kind of hating on Musical for going XD, but he's showing us why it's viable, getting the ace this round, and getting his first 3 kills of the game as well. XD really coming in huge for that backstab play there. Again, me personally, I'd say you probably could have done the same thing with the dualies, but regardless, the XD's putting in the work when they need to for those close range encounters, and again, the mobility you get with them as well is just absolutely incredible. And now, Space Gaming, the question is where do they go from here, but they have a nice flawless 3-0 start.
Space Gaming continuing to do that, just kind of fanning out here at the start. See if they can play for those opening picks, getting any information. Inquisition hanging out closer towards A here. Right now, just playing that clock, trying to bait some grenades out. Taking their time here. Bomb is hanging towards mid, can go either way. Definitely seems like B is slightly favored. There are 2 Coalition players on top of that B site. Almost looking like they're going to make that commitment. See that one player moving up here through Heaven. Might have a duel over here on A. It's Annecy alone on A. See this Colt Breach player slowly creeping up. The bomb is working its way around here towards A. There's about to be an action. It's going to be Musical. Oh, knife coming out. And Annecy is going to win versus Musical. Damage. Just a little bit done. Might be the first round here for Inquisition. Getting a man down early. AXM is your bomb carrier. Flashbang going out. That frag's going to do almost no damage, if any at all.
AXM, he's been spotted out.
I thought he had it. I thought he
Everyone's
had the
rotated. They honestly might leave it. They're just gonna. Do they have time for this play? There's 18 seconds on the clock. I don't think they have time.
They can't stop mid. They have to move right across.
Smoking
they're not going to have time.
Well. No, there's no time. It's over. Just give up.
Unless you go crazy here with the guns on sight, but it's not going to happen.
They're still in Heaven.
Wins.
And
Inquisition wins by default.
Accidentally ran out of time there. A minor mistake on their end, and Inquisition are going to get the round. They said, you know what? We'll give them a round, but they're not going to kill us. So we're just going to play time.
That time are going to be even more important to pay attention to here on this map, just due to how big it is. Round number 5 underway. We've seen Inquisition in this spot up. 3-0, 3-1, 4-0, 4-1 before. Space Gaming usually ends up bringing it back into a tied half. Will Inquisition be able to do that here? We're going to find out.
Oh my
AXM
goodness.
starting strong. Popping Anisee's top, and he's moving around here top of the A-site. Bomb's about to go down. What are you going to do here? Inquisition. Rebus about to pop out, going against AXM, and it's instant death for him. The guillotine that is AXM's Deagle. Actuality going for him, firing a couple shots, giving him away. Oh, man. Actuality finally able to drop him. But he's flashing. The bomb is taken down. It's going to be hard to retake that site. Musical on XD and Skiller on the Deagle. Actuality has plenty of utility to work with. You start throwing something, you start spamming something, see what you come up with. He does indeed. It's going out.
That grenade might be a little high.
Oh, 66 HP. He's going to execute the order. Friendly fire. Multiple shots being fired, and Musical ultimately going to put him out of his misery. And it's 4-1. Space Gaming back up to 3.
I'm disappointed that we haven't seen dually action yet on this map. Like the XD, they're favoring the XDs. The dualies aren't that bad, I promise, guys. You can use them.
Says the caster. I would love to see some dually action, though. I want to see everybody go dualies and just charge like a tank. It's either going to work really well or really, really poorly.
Oh man, they're creeping up the vents. That's an interesting angle as well, because you basically only have vision on the feet from there, so it's kind of like it's a risky play to go for. But it looks like they've all pushed up through the vents. And Space Gaming, are they going to expect them to be on the fast flank already? AXM looking to maybe see if he can hold Heaven Control. We haven't really seen Heaven Control being held yet, which, you know, as long as Inquisition don't have any smokes left over, it could be easy for them to hold this spot. But Rebus coming in for the backstab. Oh my goodness. They're going to have control of Heaven already. I don't know if they're aware that Inquisition have already backstabbed. The smoke is coming out. He's going to pop some shots. And now at this point, Space Gaming have dumped all of their smokes towards Heaven. They could just play time here and wait for the smokes to fade. It's going to be difficult for Space to hold this. They're all trapped on site, close quarters, and Inquisition all have XDs except for Andecy. And he's going to be running into sight here. Smoke off for the players there, and now all of a sudden things just got chaotic. But AXM finds the tap. And Andecy on site, struggling to connect the shots. What is happening right now? He pulls out the knife, it looks like, but he's going to get taken out by AXM. Rebus, last man standing, manages to connect some shots, breaks the helmet, but it's not going to be enough. Only 9 bullets in the gun, and the bomb is about to take his life. And Rebus is a dead man, the Musical joining him in the grave. But Space Gaming bringing it up to 5.
Not looking good for Inquisition here. If they were able to get a grenade, a smoke grenade down on that bomb, they might have been able to go for the ninja defuse. Too many smokes, though, back off in ramp there. And they just weren't able to keep Space Gaming pinned. You need around here, Inquisition. You really do. There's some dualies coming out. Annecy with them in hand. He's got the armor to work with, too, and he's creeping up. Got to watch for Skiller here. Oh, I think he heard somebody. Yep, definitely. Couldn't get the flick. Rebus is there to drop him. Musical now know he's pinned up here. You better start firing, man. You need a grenade. Flashbang going down. Auto throwing the frag. Ooh,
oh,
Annecy. Maybe that flashbang ended up coming over the assist. Musical back here. Needs to pop the reload. Able to drop that player down low. HP. It's Actuality. AXM, the last one alive here. Doesn't have the bomb in hand. Trying to figure out where he wants to go. He's going to loop him back around here. B. Inquisition knows they just got to guard this bomb. Actuality, incredibly low HP. Rebus. Sitting with Max.
Do they expect him to have already wrapped around all the way, though? That's the question. I don't think they do. They're still confident on the fact that he's going to be coming from either spawn or mid. But AXM coming in for the backstab here. If he clears this player on his right...
Oh, he needed to hit that.
Oh, he whiffs the shots. No. Oh, he gets the knife. Oh, my God. Actuality is going to get dropped. It's down to a one-on-one, but Rebus is going to clutch it with the XD. Inquisition pulling their second round. That was looking doable for AXM. I'll give him credit.
It was, man. Inquisition really needed that round, and they picked it up. This is the final round before the flip, and if you're Inquisition, you really want to get this on the board and only be down 2 going into it. AXM. I love just seeing how skilled some players are on pistols. These are not players you normally see in Pro League or in Worlds or whatnot. They could have a moment to shine here and show how good they are on these weapons.
I also think it's very fitting that we have all Eurasia teams making it towards the end of this tournament, because they're always the ones in my eyes who are like better with the deagles and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, really the only America scene that sticks out to me with on pistols is Evil Vision.
That's true.
Met it here on the clock. Fraggerty going out. Musical thinking about it. He's going to drop down. He's going to stay up top. Skiller has the bomb. Not quite sure why they haven't pushed him to B and got it planted yet. They're just playing. Flashbang coming in. They know where they're at. Again, just delaying the bomb plant. I know it's not as important here, but boy, that was mean. Musical singing a sweet tune. Annecy couldn't handle it. Save that frag grenade. You might need it, Rebus. Going down here. Doesn't really do any damage.
A. I didn't even realize Space Gaming are gone. Musical is still on site, though we could get a backstab here. I think he knows one player already pushed into the tunnels, dude. For the culture, please get the knife. I want to see it. I don't know if they'll let him do it. Actuality peeking out there. But if Musical moves quickly enough, he could pull off the knife here. Dude, he's on the backstab right now. Musical. Oh no, he's just gonna go for the pistol. Understandable though. Get the nice clean kill.
Playing it safe.
The XD Warriors, all that's left, but it's not enough. The Deagle is going to reign superior. Space Gaming are 6-2 going to the flip. That is our most lopsided half we've had all day. And it's not looking good for Inquisition, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, this... Again, all maps are technically coalition-sided, but there was a map the Breach shine on. This is the map. Maybe the Breach side is what Inquisition needs here to go ahead and close this gap and finally get in the lead here in map number 3. Because if not, Space Gaming wins here. It's closed out 3-0, and they will be your pistol tournament champions, walking away with the first place prizing. Still a lot of time left, but Inquisition needs to come up here with a win in round number 9. They need to start off strong here. AXM pulling the Deagle out, going for the glass cannon. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. Multiple shots being fired. Musical's there, and AXM coming up on Actuality. The glass cannon making some noise, and it's all up to Rebus.
The XD Warrior on the side of Inquisition does have a helmet as well to protect him from a couple headshots. He's going to take down AXM. That's going to be easy for him. Able to run away as well. That glass cannon dropping. Skriller is super low as well. But it doesn't matter. He's going to get the backstab on him. This guy, honestly, that is risky. I cannot believe he went for the push there. Down to like 5 HP and saying, you know what? I'm more skilled than you. It's in my name. I'm going to go for the push anyways. That is a risky play to go for, but it worked out.
Inquisition really needed that round. Down by 5 here. 2 rounds left for Space Gaming to close this out with a W. You can see Rebus moving around just a little bit more frantically. I think they're beginning to feel the pressure that's on them. That frag is needed to do anything. Ooh. AXM in Actuality here. AXM's had some big moments so far in the tournament. Actuality, it's really time for you to shine. Your team needs you here. Oh, he's going to get shot for the back. It's Musical coming around. A bomb has been planted, but it's a 2 versus 3 now. They got to work on this retake. Rebus is there, stroking back and forth. He's inside the smoke. Just jiggling back. Annecy's up top. He's going to go down. His frag is going to finish him off.
Right now. Okay, finally he dies. Rebus left alive. Able to drop AXM. He's going
to need to pop the reload. Only 9 rounds left. They're on the defuse. He's going in for the knife. Body shot helping him. Oh, he's not able to find it. It's 8-2. They finish him off. And it's match point here for Space Gaming. Man, I think it's going to be a 92 here.
I'm thinking the same thing as well. It's looking like it might be over for Inquisition, but who knows? I mean, they'll have to pull off a miraculous comeback here for us. Down to round 11, match point. Annecy whipping out the dualies for us. That's something we like to see, all right? More dualie action, please. Maybe they could make something work. And they're sticking with XDs as well. I mean, they really are saying, forget the Deagles. We need to take the close-up encounters. Annecy contesting mid. Gonna pop some shots, but it looks like there's not many being traded back in return. And they've actually taken control of vents, it looks like. They're gonna be storming through vents. All 3 players on the side of Inquisition. Skiller pops up shots through the smoke, but none at all are going to connect. And it looks like they're going to end up on the A site. But do they know that there's a player pushed up in gravel? Musical is already here on the flank. And he's going to have a nice and early one as well. And it looks like he's walking up.
Action here with the grenade. Get in there, do some damage, soften these players up, and push that site, Inquisition. Or, excuse me, Space Gaming.
Dude, bomb taken down. All three players playing towards site. They have the smokes, but they're going to fade soon. Rebus going to be the first to potentially take damage here. He has the knife out. I like this play. Can he make it work? He's going to take down Musical with a knife. That is toxic, but does he expect another one? AXM is there, but he's going to get taken down by the headshot. It's up to Skriller to see if he can clutch this up. Can Skriller do it? Deagle in hand. He's going to have to hit the crazy flicks. He manages to find one, but it's not enough. Inquisition are still hanging on.
Managed to live one more round. That's what they have to do if they want to win this. It'll be one round at a time. Round number 12. Just about to start. 3K with the knife, man. It's a pistol tournament, dude. What you doing? Boy, Inquisition, I can feel their hearts beating here through the screen.
And pressure is definitely on for them. They have a difficult scenario to win. Going for some Deagle long-range shots over towards mid. Not really connecting any yet, though. Kind of just warning shots at the moment. And that timer's slowly ticking down, but Musical is already on such an early flank. And Inquisition take their time often to push. And look at how far Musical is pushed up. I don't think they're going to expect him to be here. Although now they've all abandoned mid, so maybe they will be a little bit paranoid of the flank. But Inquisition looks like they're sending 3 players up B long. And here comes Musical with the backstab. And he knows he's got to line up the shots. Ooh. And Annecy's going to go down. But now he gets spotted by the other 2 players. And that's all the info we needed. He now knows where everyone is. And Space Gaming trying to go for the bomb plant. Smoke coming down for some cover. He manages to get it off. Space Gaming have a 2-on-3 retake. How is Actuality alive right now? He's standing on top of the pole, it looks like. Oh my goodness. Rebus gonna go down. Actuality is still alive in the smoke. They're trying to knife him. They don't know where he is. Oh, they've heard the knife. It's over. Space Gaming are gonna win it out 3-0 in a flawless manner.
Very well played by Space Gaming there. I wanted to see Actuality come up with a 3K knife. Not gonna be able to do it. Actuality having a poor game there, 4-11. Uncharacteristic of him from stats and what we saw yesterday and even the last couple of rounds. Well played, gentlemen. Well played. Congratulations to Space Gaming. They are your pistol tournament champions. We're walking away with that first place prizing and winning in a 3-0 fashion. Now, I was expecting at least a 4-1 on this, potentially a 5-2, but we didn't get it. Space Gaming really showed up today and showed why they deserve to be victors. Congratulations to them. The only Asia team left here in the tournament.
Yep, again, kind of just showing us why Asia is boss here. But man, I'm a little upset we didn't get to see Port and Costello today. But either way, Space Gaming, they killed it today. Congrats to them. Again, we could take a quick look at the prizes to see Space Gaming are walking away with $700 US, that mobile esports emblem, 120 premium cases, and 15,000 critical ops credits in game. And then, of course, Inquisition, second place. Congrats to them. They'll still be walking away with $300 US and 5,000 critical ops credits.
Some good stuff there. Well played to both teams. I think we're going to be bringing back in those face cams to sign off. I want to say thank you to everybody that stopped by to watch the tournament. Of course, we couldn't do it without you, the viewer, and that's why we do it. We appreciate you coming in, but I also want to give a shout out to the team behind the scenes, the mods, Ricola, Crosby, Kryptonite, everybody else in here, Mafula, Darkest Days, and all the other mods here who, Deepa. I'm not going to be able to name everybody because there's so many people behind the scenes that make all of this happen. But again, thank you so much to everybody. I know I had a blast watching these matches today. I wish we'd got that map 5. I really wanted to see Costello. The pistols would have been so fun with the various angles and levels to work with on that map. But alas, we didn't get it. Space Gaming just showed up and played incredibly dominant today, but was still very impressed by the way Inquisition played. So again, GG's, gentlemen. Hope to see you guys in the future, whether under the same names or playing in a different team.
Yep, again, and congratulations to those teams. Huge performances. I know we kind of pointed out at the beginning, both teams that made it to the finals, they had flawless wins. They were all like 2-0, 2-0. And I was thinking that's going to change, but no, Space Gaming actually ended the tournament flawless. They did not drop a single map in the entire tournament, starting off with that round of 16 all the way to the grand final. So that's very impressive on there. And it was a very fun tournament as well. I really liked the fact that it was 25% damage to the body shots. I think that really changed up the gameplay a lot. It gave us something different and unique. We don't get to see stuff like that too often. I kind of wish we had these features earlier when we do more fun tournaments. I'm not going to lie, but I think it opens up a lot of possibilities for the future.
Yeah, I love it. It adds that extra layer of skill to it. You can't just rely on body shots to go ahead and drop somebody. You're really going to have to focus on those headshots or landing those grenades to soften those players up so you can unload that whole mag into somebody's body, end up dropping them. Overall, really enjoyed this. Chat, let us know down in the comment section down below. Also, you can join the Discord server if you have any recommendations for some ideas for tournaments in the future, some fun ideas. Maybe some snipers in the next. I always love a good sniper tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, make sure you stay tuned on social media. Follow us over there. Ring the notification bell. You know the drill. There'll be more critical ops coming here in the future in 2024. So we'll see you somewhere in the near future over on either in this channel or another. With all that being said, Sudden Death and Manthus signing out, and we'll see you somewhere soon on the internet. Peace.